Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense.
What's up, everybody? It's Make It Make Sense. I'm here for another video. Y'all, I was not going to cover this. I was not going to cover this case. You know, I asked you guys to hit me up on my Instagram, Make It Make Sense Now, and give me ideas. I got inundated. Cover Nikki, cover Nosey, cover Cardi, cover Tasha. And typically I would not. But then I saw Armon Wiggins, shout out to Armon Wiggins. He scored an interview with Nosey's attorney, and that gave me some, I wouldn't say clarity, but it definitely made me think that there is a case on both sides. Now, I want to say this. I really, as cliche as it sounds, I want everybody to win. I knew after Tasha K and Cardi B had their day in court and Cardi was awarded over $3 million, that things would change for YouTubers. I did not realize that it would change this quick. Like, this was a full turnaround. Typically, people do not win defamation suits. I covered the defamation suit with daily updates almost. So y'all, they're saying Tasha then fled to Morocco. Not to pay. Tasha's over there saying she still don't have it. It's all too much, and it was all too messy for me not to cover with y'all, especially since y'all wanted to see it. Before okay, a little background. So things have been tumultuous between Nikki and Nosey for a minute. Apparently, Nosey did something called Surviving the Petties that got Nikki's attention. It was more so about her husband, where she interviewed her husband's alleged victim. Guys, I got to be careful with what I'm saying. And again, when I drop the link later on to get y'all's opinions, no cursing, no saying the R word. Give your opinion, but we got to keep it monetized around here. So anyway, she did Survive in the Petties. That got Nikki's attention. She gave a voice to the victim. Then there were some other things that she said. She talked about Nikki's son. She said he had a cock eye, and because of his bloodline being that his father was convicted of, you know, the R word, and Nicki Minaj's brother also has been tried for that it would automatically go down to the son, and that the son would need some therapy to make sure he didn't end up like his uncle or his dad. Not my words. I'm just giving you guys, for those of you who don't know this story, what's going on. So the Barbs, Nikki's crew, her followers got a hold of this information and sent it to Nikki. And that's when we start seeing Nikki starts researching Nosey. So this was directed at Nosey. It says, ooh, not a string of criminal charges, bail jumping and bad debts. And you duds can all thank Marley Green. It's going down. So this is when Nikki is announcing to the world that she will be suing a YouTuber. Let me go ahead and put my banner up, because we're going to get into the allegedly banner, if that even works, what goes on with that. Y'all know it's a big deal if I'm here during the day. And we find out through Nosey's attorney that allegedly is not a protection. You can't just go out and say things about people unfounded. Now, here's the thing. Nosey did say, without a shadow of a doubt, that Nikki likes Coca-Cola products. And so Nikki is not suing her per se, the stuff that she said about her son. She's actually suing her for the Coca-Cola product accusation. We're not even to Cardi B and Tasha yet. So I Armon got that interview, and the interview I have some points that I thought were interesting. So Nosey's attorney is doing this pro bono, as in he's not collecting any money from Nosey. However, he not that it's the Coca-Cola products for me. Yes, exactly. What's up, Rodney? I see you guys in the chat. Again, I will be dropping the link later if anybody wants to come up. So he said he's doing the work pro bono. However, if it goes in her favor, he's going to countersue Nicki Minaj. Now, y'all, this is just too juicy. This is messy. This is as messy as it comes. He's going to be suing them. He says that they have harassed Nosey, the Barbs, and Nikki has harassed Nosey, and she will need to pay up because Nosey cannot afford these fees that come with this type of lawsuit against such a large celebrity. You guys let me know yesterday that there is another content creator, a Harvard grad, who is also going to be part of these lawsuits. I'll have to give you an update on her later. Let's keep going. He says that they will request for discovery after they initially file a motion to dismiss the case. They want to dismiss the case because he says that Nicki Minaj did a video where she actually admitted to drug usage. Now, I just did a quick search and I just put in Nikki drug of choice. Now we are going to watch this and y'all tell me what you think. Y'all, this is messy. This might even be too messy for me. Let's see.
That was my thing. Hola, Fernando. ¿Qué pasó contigo? Dímelo. Now, if you're smart, you would know, if you're a fan of mine, that all you got to do, if you want to know my drug of choice or my drugs of choice, just listen to my music channel. Because it's all right there.
Okay, so this is a big deal because Nikki has alleged that she does not do anything like that. But then so many people sent Nosey's attorney this video as if this is proof or acknowledgement. So this is where the case gets tricky.
So as I'm sitting in my beauty room and it's cold again, because it was just warm, because I had the heat on, and I put my, but I had to take the heat off because it was time to start getting my hair curled. And I saw people saying that. Can I just say something? I don't know. Hey, I don't know if it's just me, but I wouldn't be embarrassed about any fucking drug I did. That's why I talk about the motherfucking drugs I do.
Oh,
in my
there goes my
motherfucking
monetization.
music. Always have,
there
always
goes my
fucking
monetization. Thanks, Nikki.
If I'm off them, I'm off them, child. But I want to make this clear. So open everybody's ears, listen to your, clean them ears out. I have never, ever in my life, with my hand to Jesus Christ, and y'all know how I feel about my Lord and Savior, never in my life, ever, not even once, sniffed coke.
Okay, so like I said, this is where it gets tricky because she says in a roundabout way, if you listen to her music, you can determine, if you're smart, which drug she likes. But then she clarifies she's never done that. And what Nosey is alleging is that she has. So the reason that discovery is important is because in discovery, you could do what Tasha and Cardi did. Tasha alleged that Cardi had a certain STD, and then Nikki just got that. And Cardi got that test. When the judge saw the results, he told the whole world, these results will not help your case, Tasha K. Technically, you can pull somebody's hair, and I think you can almost go back 10, 20 years, maybe a lifetime, to see if they ever did this certain kind of drug. So that's what they mean by we're definitely doing discovery if the case does not get dismissed. Y'all, I told you this was messy.
Ever.
She's never done it. She's ever.
Since I was a kid, I get cold, like, and when I used to wear contacts, that would trigger my allergies. I'm always just colder than everyone else. I asked the doctor, was I anemic? He said no, your natural body temperature is just lower than the average person. So that means somebody said perks only. Child, okay? Because and it ain't hi, Lady Luck. It hasn't been perks only, but all you gotta do is listen to my motherfucking music to know any drug.
Thank you, Nikki. Thank you for that. So this is the smoking gun that Nosey's attorney is saying will potentially get this case dismissed. It sure doesn't help the case if you're saying you never do drugs, but we're talking like very specific. And in Nikki's defense, she never said that she actually does the drug. So we have to be, I'm the kind of person, I use both sides of my brain. So if we're looking at it, you have one person who has alleged that she, under all circumstances, does Coca-Cola. And then somebody saying, on the other hand, well, I do drugs, just listen to my music. Her music talks about liquor. Her music talks about all kinds of things. Her music talks about men. Men could be her drug of choice. We don't know. So there's so much gray area. I don't want this lawsuit to financially break anybody, but I do think, in my opinion, that even as a YouTuber, I can't just come out here and say whatever about whomever and think that there is not going to be any repercussions. The reason that I wanted to do this video is because Nosey's attorney did say that Nosey wants to apologize for talking about the baby. Now that is big because I've seen Nosey on The Lead Attorney, and she kind of doubled down on what she said. So to hear her say that she crossed a line, I would actually want to hear her say it first, but to hear her say that she crossed the line and she wants to apologize, that's progress. It's not a lot of progress, but that's progress, guys. So Armon went on to ask, can you sue somebody if you did not first get a cease and desist? And the attorney says, yes, you can sue somebody anytime that they do something where you can show that there are damages. You don't have to send a cease and desist. So this is for all YouTubers. You can say a lot of things and you never actually know what you say might go viral. So you need to be really cognizant of that, because you can get sued in these streets too, just like any big person. Tasha K and Cardi B are proof of that. And Armon asked, well, if there is a gag order in place, and the attorney said, no, there's not a gag order. Nosey's bread and butter comes from commentary on stuff. So he hasn't per se stopped her from going on and talking about it. But he has warned her that there's certain things that she says at this point that could be used against her. So guys, this is looking like an actual court case. This is looking like it could go bad for either one of them. Because let's say they end up to a place where they do discovery and they discover that Nikki did do something. Then her case is thrown out and that could potentially hurt her in the public eye. Like, there's ramifications all across the board. The attorney did say that he might bring in Nikki's husband's accuser because she alleged that she was getting harassed as well. So all of this is like mind-boggling, mind-blowing. I don't want personally to be fearful to come up here and give you guys my opinion on topics. I cite my sources. You guys know that. I try to be one of the, I'm shady but fair. I'm not somebody who necessarily goes super low or tries to be hurtful in my assessments of things. But I do think there is a certain thing as freedom of speech, as long as you are not maligning somebody. So again, I'll drop the link a little bit later. I know you guys, I see you guys in the chat. You have a lot to say. Let's get to Cardi and Tasha K round 52. Now, Cardi's been in the news lately because she finally, she says she's maturing and growing up following her guilty verdict over the strip club brawl. She takes accountability for the role she played in the strip club brawl. As you know, as it relates to Nikki, Cardi believed that Nikki helped those two strippers sue her and, you know, get her in court over that. But now that that's done, we got Tasha K chiming in. We got Kaya chiming in. Y'all, I love Kaya, just by the way. I saw this. It says from Cardi B, I don't care what y'all say, because I bet the same people commenting were the same ones calling me weak, sensitive, and saying I needed tougher skin when a woman lied on my health, father, my mother, and harassed all my friends and family. This is what I was fighting for while others laughed. So we could also talk about how people had their publicists verifying those platforms that did these things to me. Oh, Kyle, let's start posting all the shady people been liking about me and Megan too. Love y'all, bye. And so Tasha was like, did somebody say my name? Why she do that, y'all? Then we got Cardi replying, nobody said your name. Send me my check. So this has led to a lot of back and forth. This has probably led to all those videos of Tasha K in Morocco dressed in traditional African garb. Y'all, this is crazy. Now, the allegations say that Tasha has moved out of her home and is now living in Florida. And she sold her nice car and is driving a cash car. I don't know what to make. I don't think that this will ever end between Tasha and Cardi. I think that nobody really wins in this situation, especially the YouTubers, because now at any point we could get sued. You got Kaya chiming in talking about child Cardi. When you ready to hit this horror up, hit me up. It's off to the studio we go. To end careers that's already ended in this conversation. Team Cardi B. So one other thing that happened between Tasha and Cardi was Tasha alleged that Cardi was out of work. Let's see if I have that one. Is this one? No. Where is it? Okay, Tasha says, hold up. I spent over 1 million fighting, cry in the car, Cardi, aka X 2-year superstar. Can't book shows because I don't have enough tracks to perform. Still paying invoices. Ain't asked for no gun GoFundMe. I travel happily. Kids in private school. You damn right. Now, Cardi replied to this because Tasha alleged that she's not getting booked and she didn't have enough tracks. So Cardi is saying that she might take Tasha back to court for this because you are, again, defaming this woman. And if she can prove that she has bookings, and then that's an easy case to win. I don't know. And don't get me wrong. I like Tasha. I like Cardi. I like Nikki. I like everybody. But I don't understand Tasha, of all people, with this big case looming over her head, continuing to talk about this woman. I don't know if it's like maybe for the attention that comes with it, or maybe Tasha is really just gangster and don't care. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna drop the link. Like I said, anybody can come up, give their opinions on this one, just no cursing. guys, we definitely cannot be cursing on this. My personal opinion is if Cardi goes to court and I'm sorry, if Tasha goes, too many people. If Nikki goes to court and she wins this against Nosey, I think that YouTube will start putting a lot stricter restrictions on all of us. So if you are a content creator, you will definitely see a change in how, oh wait, I don't like this one. You'll see a change in how YouTube monetizes your videos, how YouTube distributes your videos, and how much money you get in your pocket. Because this is not a good look. I can remember Tasha K saying on a live that she has to now send all of her videos to YouTube so that she can make sure that they're cleared before she releases them. That would suck because you want to be able to come out and talk to the people as soon as you have something on your mind. What's up, Amused? What's up, Lisa?
Yeah, that's true. You do want to
Hi.
be. Um, that's sad that they kind of censor. It's like they kind of censor us now, and that's that's driving me crazy because what somebody else have done. See, it's not like she didn't like. Tasha K lied.
I can remember. Okay,
That she
so
she
somebody,
lied on the
hold on
stand. She
one.
told the people on the stand. She said, "I lied." Instead of just go ahead and pay the girl and get it over with and take the video down, she moving around, crying. She moving
I can
around. I don't.
remember
They say she's in Africa,
Tasha
Morocco,
K.
whatever.
Hold on. Somebody has feedback. If you could mute your television. What's up, Colby? Hello? I'm listening, Lisa.
Okay, my
What?
fault. Yeah, it's like sad now because they kind of censor of us, and I don't like that. I don't like to be censored about the stuff I got to say and stuff. And like I was saying earlier to somebody else, uh, like the word R or artist.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Sex to me, when you say sexual assaulted, you kind of make it seem nice. It's not nice.
Well, that's one of those words that will get you demonetized. So, because YouTube is not a platform that any of us actually own, you kind of have to go based on what YouTube's limitations are. So, when we get paid, it's off advertisements. If you say that word, advertisers don't want to pay for that. So, that's why on YouTube, we can't and we won't say the R word, right?
Believe me, I get it. I believe I get it. But it's just driving me crazy because now you got to be censored and all this right here, and it's not unnecessary to me. It really is. I'm for real. It's like if
I
your
got you.
advertise, they tell advertisers if you don't like the program, don't advertise for it.
But okay, we have to really because we're here for a time, but we're not here for a long time. So we got to roundtable this one and stick to the specific topics, which are going to be Nosey versus Nikki and Cardi versus Tasha. So up next is Amused. Where are you at?
Oh, hi. I don't think Nikki's might is going to win this case, only because
Hmm.
when you see what they're filed for, it said something like Nosey um had to suspect or something like either know that she was doing the Coca-Cola or have some, I can't remember what the other word was, but because of that video you showed us, she said, go and watch if you want to know what drugs I take, go and watch
Hmm.
my music videos. But
Right.
there is a song that she had where she said she was sniffing blow.
Oh, did she? I
Yes.
didn't know that.
So she told us in the video, she said, any drugs that I do, my drugs of choice, you can go and watch it. And she even said past and future. something along that line in that video that you played, if you played the whole thing. And then when you see one of her songs, I know it was only one song, but it did say something about she was in Tokyo. I think she named it something else. But then in a couple of lines down, it said sniffing below. Now, to me, I know it's a jury, it's just, could you believe by what she said that she did it? Then it would look like she does, just simply on those things.
But now again, I'm just gonna be playing devil's advocate. She did say in that same video, you can go and look and listen to my music and see what my drug of choice is. But she also said it's never been that drug. It's never been Coca-Cola. So I don't know how admissible either is in court, because if you're saying in
but
her
she
song
said
she
drugs,
talks about it.
so
Yeah.
it's not just one drug. And yes, even though she said in that same video it wasn't that particular one, she did say, go and look at my music and you'll be able to see. So you can say that, well, okay, there was a song here that you said you was sniffing blow.
I believe she said it was one song in particular, not just look at my music. It was listen to this one specific song and
No,
you'd see.
she said, look at my
She
music.
said music,
She
yeah.
didn't say song. She said, look
I'm
at
gonna
my
have to
music.
rewatch that because I'm pretty sure she said a
So I
specific
think
song.
we're
Let's see.
just
I have
going
it.
by
I still
those
have
facts.
it. I still have it up. Hold on 1 second. We go by facts around here.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
We come with the evidence. Hey, Natasha. Hold on 1 second.
I think it was a song with Lil Wayne. It might be an old song, but there's
Now,
something.
if you're smart, you would know. If you're a fan of mine, that all you got to do, if you want to know my drug of choice or my drugs of choice, just listen to my music, child.
Boom.
Because
Okay, what were you saying? Hello?
Oh, yeah. So
What were
on
you
that,
saying?
so I think if a jury looks at that, then are you wrong to believe that that couldn't have been one of her drugs of choice?
I feel like later in that same clip, she said, like, listen to this one specific song. I don't know. I just feel like once you listen or watch Nosey Heaux's disgusting comments, there's no way that you're going to be on her side. I mean, like, totally reprehensible remarks she's made. Too far.
Yeah, but we have to stick to what the case is about.
Beacon of light.
True.
Like, for real.
I mean, both Nosey and Nikki, we could say, are polarizing, right? Both of them have a fan base, and both of them are very outspoken women. So the fact that they're going...
Oh,
Mims, you froze?
frozen. Yeah.
I thought that was just me. I was getting nervous.
No, I think Nikki and Nosey then both cut my internet. Both of them.
Nosey has admitted to being a witch. Okay, she's probably casting spells, honey. Yes.
No, like I said, I wasn't even gonna do this story.
That's true.
But I
She
had so
probably
many
has
of
her
you guys
wand
who
out.
wanted-
But like I mean, when it come,
She's going to Hogwarts, honey.
I was on another blogger when Nosey was on there, and like I always told Nosey, and like she kind of beat my head out just a little bit, but not all the way. And I told her that no, you was wrong about talking about the baby. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I said I agree with everything you say. I really do. I stand by you everything you say, but it's gone too far when somebody putting threats on you though.
I don't stand by none one of them. They both ratchet, and I don't like ratchet.
Because Nosey.
So what's going to happen if Nosey
mad.
loses her name? Like, that's going to be crazy. She's going to have to totally rebrand.
She's done that a couple times, I think.
She's never lost her name, though. She's lost her channel because of other ratchet things she's done. But she's never lost the whole Nosey Heaux Live moniker. That's going to be nuts.
She used to be something else before that.
Oh, for real?
Oh, okay, then.
Yeah.
Was it Nosey?
I forget what it is, but yeah, she used to be something else. And then Nosey is actually like a second rendition of who she was.
But I I really
Oh
enjoy her
wow, what is
content
this?
because she
Witness
make me
protection?
laugh. That's all, you know. She just make me laugh. You know, sometimes you just can't take that stuff very, very seriously. You know, what they be saying. And like I said, gone too far. We got lawsuits and all that right there. They gone. Don't nobody need to be suing nobody. Unless it's
Do
real
you
out
think?
there.
Well, I
I
think that this case, I don't really think that Nikki has much of a case because, and
Yeah.
she's just
I
given
don't
two
either.
different like two different opposite sides. You say you don't do this, but then you say, hey, I do what's in my song, and then it's in your song. So basically you set yourself up as a liar
Okay, I have something to
because you
contribute.
can and can't do. You can't do both. Like you can't not do it and also do it. So you're a liar.
I don't know if that's true because she's a lyricist, she's a writer. You know, songwriters, they write songs that don't necessarily relate to
But
what
she
they're actually going
literally
through.
said,
Yeah, she
you can,
Yeah.
she
articulated that.
literally said,
Hello?
Hmm.
you can find what I do in my songs.
Exactly. If she never said that,
So
then you
lie.
can get away with the
Yeah, if
songwriting.
she hadn't have said
Colby,
that,
just
then yeah,
Hello?
for
jump
sure.
in. Colby, jump in. We can
Oh,
hear
okay.
you.
I just want you guys can hear me or not.
Jump in. You know you got to throw bows on this channel to get a word in
Yeah, you
edgewise.
got to get aggressive.
Well, you know, at the end of the day, I feel that, I don't know, I feel for both. First of all, let me address the Cardi thing. I think my only issue with the Cardi situation was that 4 million is like a lot, and you're really like bankrupting a whole family, a whole lineage. You know, that may affect her children going to college or their life. So I think that's a lot of consequences just to speak on something that you supposedly don't have. Well, we know she doesn't have it. So we're not going to even discuss that. But at the end of the day, do you want this woman to suffer and her children to suffer for that degree over just speaking recklessly? And 4 million is really like a loss of life. You know what I mean? I know people who've lost their life and didn't get 4 million. So to me, you know, I mean, I understand Tasha has a big mouth. So that's really how I feel regarding that. Now, going back to the other issue regarding Nosey. Okay, so I wanted to ask a question to everyone else as well. If a person says that you're a whatever head, that means
She
like you
likes.
have a
We use
chronic
Coca
issue.
Cola around here. Just say
Exactly,
Coca
Coca-Cola.
Cola.
If you're a cola head, and if someone says you're a cola head, and let's just say you did used to drink cola, but you stopped drinking cola, and now you haven't drank cola in 6 months or 4 years or whatever that thing is. And if someone's saying that you're a cola head, is that still the same thing as, because when a person says I'm not doing it, does that mean that they never done it, or they could just be speaking currently? So I mean, like, I mean, like, do you guys understand what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I can see how it gets like a little gray.
because
Well,
if you
she
said you're
said in
It's
one,
that
not
like
video
like
she's
she
She
did
never
does.
done
say
it.
she never did it.
Yes,
She
she
literally
does.
Yeah,
said she
exactly.
never did it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
she's
it
out of
is that's
control. The
that's
contradictions are too much.
Also,
but
Tasha
that
K
don't
is
come.
the one who should give a crap about her family, not somebody else.
I
If
mean,
she
but
gave a crap about her
I'm
She
family,
just saying,
didn't.
if a
because
person
Cardi
says
warned
something about,
her to take it down to begin with. She could
yeah,
have avoided the lawsuit had she just taken it down.
yeah,
And she didn't.
she could
So
have.
she doesn't give a crap
Okay,
about her family, and that's on her.
yep,
you know
that's
what?
true.
One
I
person's mistake.
swore
There was
to. I don't
no one
care.
was.
You don't care about your family. Don't look to me to care about your family. Are you crazy?
Cardi and her crocodile tears were just so pathetic in that courtroom. I mean, Tasha
Exactly.
and Cardi are just two jokes. You know what I mean? Two people who are in positions that they don't deserve to be in, and I really don't care what happens either
Oh,
way. Forget both
Who
of them.
does deserve the
Okay,
position?
hold on,
And I
really
can
quick.
tell who does deserve.
Disclaimer. The opinions of the people on my panel are not necessarily those of the Make It Make Sense
Mims
brand
doesn't want to get sued.
right.
or
None of this
LLC.
is facts. These are
It's
all
not that I care
opinions,
about getting.
conspiracies, whatever.
It's not that I care about getting sued. I usually steer away from talking about like other content creators just out of a respect thing. But this is a big story, and my subscribers want to hear my take on it. But let's try to be just a little respectful of the other content creators, whether you like them or not, just because I wouldn't want to have somebody having a panel saying some jacked up stuff about me. Have your opinion, but just be a little bit respectful
Hey,
about other
Mills,
content creators.
Mills,
Huh?
can
Mims,
you
you already
see?
said we
Can
can't
you?
cuss. I didn't cuss.
I mean, did you hear? Can you still hear the fan? Remind you to plug
Yes.
in.
Whenever you're not actually speaking, definitely mute yourself because we can hear the fan.
You with the
But whenever
earphones?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, girl, the fans running.
So Lisa's one of my day ones. It's her computer. It's for something about some reason the fan you can hear. But yeah, just mute yourself
Her
when you're not
computer has
talking,
a
Lisa.
helicopter.
Yeah, because that's why I thought somebody was telling me to put my earphones on and to see if they'll cut down some of the noise. Like you
No,
said,
it's
you can
fine.
see.
Just make sure when you're not speaking to just mute yourself, and we'll be
Okay,
good.
yeah, but for me, let me go ahead and say what I got to say. I'm gonna mute myself, and then I just let somebody else talk. I just say this right here
You're so kind.
for myself. For myself, I could never like Tasha and don't like her, don't listen to her. And I don't like the one of the panelists said, all you had to do is take it down because you did tell the court. You said, yeah, I lied. You told the court that, yeah, I lied. Okay, that right there said, okay, she had to wait to get that $4 million. Okay, it was never had to go that far. All she asked her to do is take it down.
So
And
you're
now you
saying she
want
should
to,
have just complied with the cease and desist. You're talking
yes,
specifically about Tasha K and Cardi
yeah,
B,
yeah,
and
cause
Tasha admitted to lying on the stand about Cardi. That's what you're
yeah,
talking about? Okay.
uh-huh.
Hmm.
And that's what I'm talking about. So you know what I'm saying? And people know me. No, I do not like Nicki Minaj. Okay, I can definitely say this right here about her. She's a beautiful woman. She's a beautiful, I mean, very gorgeous girl. And I like that cotton candy hair she has. Okay, I love that color hair because I love color hair. I can't wait to color my hair. Okay. But that's the only thing I like about it. Okay. Other than that, I don't even listen to music. I don't do nothing to it and anything like that. Because I didn't like the way she came at Candace on the Real Housewives of Potomac. Real
Okay,
Housewives
we
of
got
Potomac.
it. Lisa, this is a lunchtime live. So we
I'm
gotta
just
focus.
Matinee.
saying, I
We
It's
don't
a
gotta
like her.
matinee performance.
I'm just
we
saying,
got
I don't like her. And that's it.
okay.
So I want to
I
Love
hear
you.
you.
respond to
All
that
right.
too.
I'm going to mute.
Okay,
And then Chef Don Don is your turn.
Right now, or somebody else was speaking. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
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 Oh, okay, cool.
Mims is
Okay,
just casually frozen in the middle.
oh, that's what's going on. I was like, what's going on? Okay, listen. The first thing I just want to say in regards to Tasha K and Cardi B. Listen, Tasha K is a corporate of a lot of issues, right? But Tasha K was warned several times, several times. So you really honestly should have thought about that before you're in the situation that you're in right now. Um, at some point, I mean, we can't dictate how people react to the things that we do, especially after we've been warned. As far as Nikki and Nosy, um, my philosophy is leave the kids out of it, and when we leave the kids out of it, that goes for everybody's kids. Whether
right.
we party well, I don't even know this stuff. What is Nikki, the unicorns or whatever? I don't know,
The
but
bar.
The
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 barbs.
bars,
Barb's.
whatever. See, I don't
The
know nothing about
unicorns.
none of that. I'm
A
just saying,
mystical
like,
creature.
we do have to keep the kids out of it because there does come a time where we can't judge the reaction that we get when we decide to talk about folks' kids. I
Yeah,
just,
I agree with that.
for me, I just always say keep the kids out
Yeah.
of it, no matter who it is, and that's just how I feel about
That's true. I mean, were you here earlier? I did say that Nosey's attorney says that Nosey agrees with that and wants to apologize, and she has some contrition for talking about Nikki's son. Were you here for
it.
that
But see,
part?
I no, I wasn't. But then I have an issue with that because you were just on platforms last week saying that you weren't backtracking what you were saying about her kids. So
Exactly.
therefore, I have an issue with that particular part because you want to apologize, or you should have had
E-
that energy last week.
Exactly.
I'm
Talking
just
Well,
about some, I
they
talk
all
about
liars.
kids too.
They
So
all are
smug with
liars.
it. Oh, and there's just
Oh,
some things she
somebody
don't
says
do. She
Nosey posted an
deserves to get
apology.
sued, in my humble opinion. I used to watch her all the time. She was funny to me. Yeah, she did post an apology, but it just comes off insincere because you were just so about it, and now you getting all these lawsuits or this lawsuit, and now you want to backtrack. So it's like, it kind of seems like
But you
strategy to
know
me.
what? But
The
she
No,
not
but
being
just to
sued for
conversation's not
talking
even
clarify,
about
about
the
the
kids.
baby.
she's not being sued for
She
any
not being sued
comments
about
made
that.
about her son. She's only being
Exactly.
sued for the comments related to Coca-Cola.
Oh, so
Exactly.
I
we're
think
going to get
And
I
she
think
technical
the
said
now
that.
then.
lawsuit
So
Yeah.
is.
how can
I
you
think
sue
the
her
lawsuit.
after you just said that you do that's what you
Well,
choose
yeah,
to do? So
I'm not saying that that's what she's suing her for. I'm saying that hurts Nosey's credibility. So for her to apologize, that's a way for her to kind of boost up her credibility because she knows she looks bad.
Well, that was
Exactly.
like
yeah, but that
technically
only
like her
boosted up in the
opinion.
public, not in the
It
court.
wasn't. It wasn't like it was like the latest gossip. Her saying horrible stuff about her baby, who
Oh
she
no, it's on
doesn't.
TMZ. It's on
Oh
TMZ.
no,
Yeah.
no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying like that was. It wasn't like that was like a fact. That was like her predicting the future, which obviously isn't a fact. You know what I mean? So it was just like
Yeah.
unnecessary. It was like an extra unnecessary ugly dig. But I get what she was saying with everything. I don't know.
I just think
I
she
think when you
deserves
talk
some
about
discipline for
people's
what she
kids,
did to
though,
Candy.
you've made an enemy for
But it
life.
was
I
wrong
think
for
when you.
Nikki to talk
Hold on,
about
hold on,
Garcelle's
hold on, hold
son.
on. Nope.
She didn't
This is
talk
a
about her
short.
son.
This is a short live, so we got to do one at a time so everybody can hear what you're saying. I think Colby was talking.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Colby?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I was saying that when you talk about people's kids or people's parents, you've literally made an enemy for life. And the lawsuit is really just a symptom of what's going to happen going forward. Because the lawsuit is like, okay, I can't get you on this, so I'm going to get you on this because you've affected me, you've offended me, you've hurt me. So now,
Yeah,
regardless of what happens in this lawsuit, even if I lose 5 years down the line, I'm going to attack you again. 10 years down the line, I'm going to
Hmm.
attack you
you
again
know what it
because I have the
reminds me
money
of?
and resources to do so. And you have offended me and hurt me with the most precious people closest to me, my child and my mate. So for life. So the lawsuit is like, okay, it really doesn't matter because if she loses a few dollars, she's still gonna come for her again. And then you have a person that has resources and connections to all people on the lower level of life as well as the high ground of life. And you choose to make a person like this an enemy. Lawyers ain't gonna keep protecting you off and on for life. I'm just saying I agree with all the things that she said, but at the same time, when you make an enemy out of these people, and like for example, okay, that situation on Married to Medicine where Heavenly was attacking Mariah's mother. Now, if something happens to that old lady in a few years and she passed on for some reason, and the next time Mariah has to look at Heavenly, she's gonna remember everything that she said as long as she keeps living. So I don't want lifetime enemies. If I have an issue with you, I'm gonna attack you regarding the issue. But talking about your loved ones, because what that does is give people the inspiration to attack you to until they are done with you. I've seen it. I've even done it. I will wait until I get a good time to come at my enemies where you think that you've gotten away with it, and I'm coming for you. And you're going to think that you got away, and it's going to be bad. So that's all that I'm saying. And I think if we keep it on the issues, then you can hurt a person, you can crush them because there's nowhere for them to go. But if you give them wiggle room, that's all I'm saying.
You brought up a good point, Colby. Like it reminds me of what you said about like it's just kind of like she's just going after whatever because she just wants to go after her because she's understandably angry at her. And it kind of reminds me how like when they try to get the mob and they like get them on like taxes when really they like murdered 50 people, but it's like it's what they can get them on, you know?
Right.
But and
Right.
also let's be honest too. A lot of this comes from who knows the interview. She has the
Mm-hmm.
same smoke for Garcia. She has the same smoke for Lonnie Love. So for me, well, except she's not suing them. But what I'm saying is that was the I get what
Catalyst.
not messy at all is saying. Was she saying out? Was she wants to apologize for saying stuff to her kid, saying stuff about Nikki's kids? She's trying to get ahead of the narrative. Listen, just last week again, you didn't have none of that smoke. So that's I don't know. It's all crazy.
I don't know. I just like hate the idea of censorship. I thought that as long as you say it's my opinion, these are not facts, why can't you say, even if it's horrible? I'm not saying I would personally do that, but I still think if as long as you admit it's just your opinion and it's not a concrete fact, why can't you say what you want? You
Some
know?
things are just too
How do you
offensive.
give your opinion? So let's take
But
Tasha
who?
K and Cardi
But
B.
who's?
How do you give your opinion on somebody's personal medical record, right? Like that's a hard pill to swallow. I do think that there's certain things you can't say, in my opinion, you have this STD. Like
I
Exactly.
how
know,
would
but it's a
that
slippery slope because look where we're heading now.
I get
Now,
what you're saying,
Right.
but I don't feel like I have the ability to say that about people either. And I'm a YouTuber. I don't
because
feel like
you have integrity and you have morals, but like it's just unfortunately a slippery slope. If you do this one time, then it's more, and then next thing you know, none of us can say anything. You know.
Well, the Tasha thing, she actually said like this. Not Nikki. Cardi has this. Not,
Right.
she looked like she probably has something. That's not
Yeah,
what
she
she
said that
said.
as a fact. So yeah, sure.
She said she got this.
And I
then
know
what
But
she
even
got
though
it.
she
Is
was
what
but
she
wrong
even
said.
for
if she
Also
saying that,
said,
said.
I don't think you should be
I
able to,
think she's
you
wrong
say
for that.
allegedly. I don't like that. I don't like the ability to just be
No, I
able to
agree.
say, because it's freedom of speech, you can say that somebody allegedly has that. Like that to me,
Right.
Right.
there should be lines.
That's immoral. It's so immoral and mean and nasty, and you're just doing
But
it for views.
but who's policing the immoral and who gets to
Mm-hmm.
decide what's moral and what's not?
But
It's a
there's one more
slippery
thing that
slope. It
we
really
neglect to
is.
mention, though, with the Cardi thing. Okay, so
Y'all, if you
when
see
we
my
say
raggedy
Tasha
stuff go
lied in
out,
court,
just keep talking. I do not know
when
what
we say
is
Tasha
going
lied in
on.
court, yeah, when we say that
Morality
Tasha
doesn't
lied
have
in
Yeah,
court,
you've been
with a
doing the
lawsuit.
mannequin challenge all day.
What did you say, Mims?
I said, if you see my internet, I do not know why it's going up and down like this. I'm usually not here in the middle of the day, but this is not cute. This is not. If y'all see me freeze, just keep talking.
Okay.
okay, so I think
Morality
when we
doesn't
say
have
that
anything to
Tasha
do with a
lied in court,
lawsuit.
I think it's,
So,
I
I mean,
think,
you can be the most immoral person in the world. Doesn't mean you can be sued for it. It doesn't have anything to
Exactly.
do with a lawsuit, with the law.
okay, but when we say that, when we keep saying that Tasha lied in court, we're like kind of like taking revisionist history. Even though she admitted that she lied, we were there when she saw the picture of the dot. And then she had the roommate that supposedly was a roommate that was also hating on her live, saying that these things were true. So you have to look at it from a blogger's perspective. You have a person that's claiming they're a roommate, saying all these things about this person, okay?
No, I
But
agree
Then
with
we know the
she
the
ain't
person
had
has a
no
Tasha K
past.
doctor's
case.
papers.
We
Right.
gotta
Okay,
we gotta do one
okay,
at a
people
time.
don't wait
We
for doctor's
gotta do one at
papers
a
to
time.
spread rumors. They wait for a reasonable amount of information. I'm not saying it's correct. We know that she don't have it. I'm not saying that we know that she doesn't have it. She took her test. But what I'm saying, based on the information that Tasha had at that time, okay, she had an ex roommate saying this person was this type of lifestyle. This person did have this. This is what the roommate is also pretty much empowering everything Tasha is saying. She's not saying Tasha's wrong. So you have a person that knows the person, and then you have a picture. That is a reasonable amount of evidence for most people. People don't wait for doctors' records to spread rumors.
But
If that's
Tasha
the case,
said
no
on
one would ever
from the
spread
court.
rumors.
But
And
Tasha
that's why
said
she
in
got to
court
pay
That's
she
$4
why
lied.
million.
she said that, because she
We
didn't
gotta
have
do one at a
evidence
time.
of what she said. Because she
Basically, Tasha fell for it, and she came up with egg on her face, and that's what she get for not doing her own fact checking.
Yeah, I
So why
Exactly.
did
And
you
agree.
that's
guys
why
think
she's
that
$4
to
million
Nosy?
in the hole.
So
Let me
How did
run
you think
something
that
by
happened to Nosy
Yeah,
though?
let me
that's
run
cool.
something
She
by you
got it.
guys really quick. Lisa, hold on one second. Let me run something by you really quick. I'm in the works, I'm in the talks to do an interview with Anthony, who is Drew's assistant and potentially Sheree's assistant.
Baby, we do not
Anthony,
want to hear from that messy
Butt
man.
pads.
okay, the point is, I'm in talks to do an interview with him. To Colby's point, if he comes up and he gives me some information that Drew or Sheree doesn't want out there, then am I at fault for letting him talk to what or speak to what his truth is? That's the slippery slope. I want to
but
hear.
but
The
that's
Yeah,
difference
but what
is, are
his
you going
truth
to
is
repeat what
different
he
from you
told you
saying
if
it.
exactly
you
that's what
think
I'm
it's
saying.
immoral to say? Are you going to repeat it? That's the difference.
I
Tasha K
think
also
Right, Tasha
repeated
K
it. She
took
didn't just
that
let the
and
lady
put it
talk.
on her post.
She also went back and repeated it in several videos, the same thing. So there's a difference between you letting him speak and you taking it and you running with it. That's the
look at
difference
what the
that
news
happened
does.
there.
The news will do it. They'll like, this is not the opinion of ABC. They'll do it all the time. You
I
just have
think the
to.
other
Yeah,
girl
but
should have been sued as
that's
well.
what I'm
The other
talking
girl
about
that
though.
was on the
Somebody,
show,
their opinion is
Be-
theirs. But when you take
the
their opinion and you turn it into a fact and you run with it, then that's your problem.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, because
Exactly.
it's not like, look, it's not like he don't know these people. He know these people, and he was on the show with Drew, and he said stuff with Drew and everything. Like Drew played the tape last time, him telling her nothing about telling about him
She don't need to play
whatever
no
he's
more
talking
tape.
about her husband. He was talking about her husband.
And I want to know which part was true. I want the interview. I want to know exactly because he just whatever he did, he told Drew what she wanted to hear, and then he came back and gave Sheree the reality. So I need to know exactly what's
Yeah,
going
who's
on.
lying? Who's
I
telling the
I don't
truth?
know.
Typical
After
message,
watching the
yeah.
Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial for like 8 hours one day, I feel like I'm a mini lawyer. So everything I'm just like hearsay. I need
Mhm.
metadata.
I mean, if
Like
it
you
they,
know
seems
what
like
I
if
everyone
mean?
wants
now
to
they
pretend
Like
like
I'm
they're a
not
lawyer
believing
after the fact.
nothing
lying,
if it's not
unless
allowed
they
in the
bring
court of law.
receipts. You got to
Men.
have the receipts
Everyone
to
wants to be a
back
lawyer after the
everything
fact.
up.
Okay, Moons, I have a question for you.
Uh-huh.
Okay, do you
Sure.
remember when we were watching uh, Potomac last season? And remember,
Hmm.
I can't think of her name, Karen, made some very suggestive comments about Giselle in the heat of the
Yeah.
moment. The
She said her legs
blog
were like
went
stovepipes.
wild with the rumors. Okay,
Sing
they
sing.
didn't wait for a
Sing
doctor's
sing.
note. They
The
didn't
hot
have a
box.
picture like Tasha did. They didn't have a roommate saying this is the case, and everybody ran with it like fact until that other blog fumbled. And at the end of the season, we realized not only that was a lie, many other things was a lie. But that is how simple enough information people would take to go on. So that's the reason I'm not defending Tasha. I think I like Cardi. I don't have anything against her whatsoever. I think she's extremely talented. I'm just saying, I'm just being reasonable and just using being fair. When that rumor came out that Karen made in the heat of the moment, everyone spread that same rumor about the lady in Potomac with no
Yeah.
records, no information, no proof. And when you based on what the information that Tasha ran on when she had way more evidence toward the fact that that might possibly be true than not. So at the end of the day, I want to say for the record, we know that Cardi doesn't have that. Again, I don't want to even put that out again. We know she doesn't have it. But I'm saying that's the information that Tasha had at the time, and that's what gave her the authority to feel that she was correct to say that and feel that you just don't want me to say it because it's true. That's what you scared.
No,
That's why
but
you want me to be quiet. So
I just think if you can't
Tasha
that's
in
why I'm
prove
saying
court
the
it,
host
said
should probably
she
talk.
was
then you can't
lying.
say it's a fact.
But Tasha said in court she was lying, so she knew it was a lie. That's a
Look,
difference.
here's the
She
crazy
True.
never
part.
said I
Tasha
believed
said
it because of the
before court. She said in one of her videos that she lied and made it up. Way before court.
exactly.
And
So
she
it's not
refused
the
to take
same.
it down.
Yeah, it's apples and oranges.
I don't know. I think it's
And
the
then
same. I think Nosy
that's
can get in a lot
how
of
people
trouble
spread,
because
Kobe. Like, I
she
mean, it
doesn't
is
know
what it
Nikki
is.
personally. Like she said it so matter of factly, like, oh yeah, it's not alleged on that one. Well, I know she's doing the you know what. So when they pluck Nikki's hair and they
Well,
see she
that's the
didn't do it,
risk. Yeah.
I hope she's ready to pull up that 75K and lose her name.
Yeah. If you state it as a fact, then that's
That's
the
not gonna
risk you
happen.
take. It's
Yep.
just,
It's
but
not gonna
She
if you
Nikki
say it's
ain't
just your
trying to break the
opinion and
lady.
you cover your butt that way, you shouldn't be penalized for that. That's just way too much censorship.
she's just not gonna
But
win.
if you
Oh,
saying
Nikki
but
finished.
if you saying something though, it's not true about somebody. It's not the same as Nikki, because Nikki said, on we seen the video. She said, "You want to know my drug of choice? Listen to my song." And her nosy lawyer gonna bring that up. Okay, so you say you was doing,
Yeah, that
so
was pretty damning.
you was the Coca-Cola head.
That's why she won't win.
Yeah,
She
Because
she's
won't
not
you
going to
win. She
won't
win.
just have to go
would that
on
be
the
admissible in
the.
court though? I don't know
Cannot
if a
be.
statement outside of court would be admissible in court. Maybe Nikki could
Why
get
Yeah,
under
won't it?
oath
But
and
Nosy
it can
can
say
be
use
pulled.
differently.
that. She
But
said
But
it was a
Nosey's
it's
mouth.
like
video,
it's like the same,
It
like
can
you said.
100% be pulled for court.
It's just like
Right,
you
so
said.
she can use her video, but she can't use hers. That don't make sense.
Both videos can be pulled. All videos
So
can
Yeah.
be
all the
Yeah.
country, if they lawyers
Ultimately,
smart,
Nikki
they
doesn't
gonna
do it,
put
and she's
all
gonna
the
win. And even
videos.
if she
Like
doesn't win, she's gonna
Diane,
win in the end because she's Nicki
pulled.
Minaj and
You
she's
don't
gorgeous.
actually know
So
if
yeah.
she do or she don't.
Oh.
You
but
don't
just
know.
like that, excuse me, just like Diane did, like Diane lawyer did. Diane lawyer went back to 2012.
Oh, you're
Diane
talking
from
about
the
Diana
Real
from Beverly
Housewives.
Hills.
Yeah, her lawyer went back to 2012, got those bloggers, and
Yeah.
she said she was. You
That's
have to cease
psycho.
and desist. You have to. I don't know what happened. Who gonna get sued? Who not gonna get sued? Cause they had to September the 2nd to take it down. September the 2nd at 5 p.m. to take. Ain't that not right, Mills?
Yeah, but I don't think that they complied, so we don't know where that's at.
That's
Guys,
what I'm saying.
my internet is
That's
really
what I'm talking. That's what I'm talking about. I said Diane lawyer went back. So if your lawyer is smart, they're gonna put all the videos like Diane's lawyer did.
I
Okay,
think that they
and
I think that they are, Lisa.
that what makes the difference. And you, then I'm saying like Karen, like if I'm trying to make this because I got to move because I'm trying to make my point because I got to move because it gets that finger on everybody's nerves. And but just like the gentleman had said, it's the same thing with Karen. Giselle could have sued Karen for saying the same dumb thing because it was not true. She admitted. Karen admitted on TV that it was not true. She said it made it sound good to her when she said it.
I got what you okay, but we gotta stick to this topic. So guys, this was a quick one. Um
But it is on top of the same thing that's
no
come up the lawsuit.
no, I get what you're saying. You're relating it to Beverly Hills and then Potomac, but I'm saying because this one is a short one, we can't do like we
Okay.
how we normally be doing
Okay.
for 2 hours.
My
Okay, guys, this one was definitely a short one. My internet is really getting on my nerves, and I got to go back to work. So we will follow up on this. I will keep you updated on this story as things progress. We might do lives. I might do short videos. I'll definitely be back Wednesday for Beverly Hills. But thank you guys. Thank you everybody who came up on the panel. Follow me on Instagram, make it make sense now, and
Have a
I
good
will
day at
see you
work.
guys for the next one. I think we'll end with a little dance because this was hot topic.
No.
Y'all went in.
Have a good rest of the day
Bye.
at work, everybody. Have a
Bye.
good rest of the
I
day,
always
y'all.
Later.
invite if
Bye bye.
if it's about Tasha, if it's about Cardi, if it's about Nikki, if it's about Nosey, the mermaids are welcome here, the Barbs are welcome here, the Cardi gang is welcome here, and I don't know what Tasha's gang is, but they welcome here too.
The Bobs called me. Oh,
Winos.
The liar
The
gang.
winos.
the Bobs told me I need to sit my old ass down somewhere. They
You know,
said
Bye,
well, I
Mims
have one more
Buddy.
comment.
they came
It's
to my
been
DM and told
Uh,
fun.
me that, baby.
I think it's weird that Kaya made a comment because she makes the most egregious comments about everyone. So for her to support Cardi, like she doesn't watch her mouth, it's just really weird for her to back people and she talks about people worse than anyone I've ever heard. But anyhow,
All right, bye, you guys.
Bye
later.
bye.
Bye, everyone.
Big Mims. Surfer. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it.